Merry Christmas! While it isn't Christmas yet, decorations are everywhere, the holiday feeling is here, and we are excited to start this video. So today we wanted to talk about Christmas. Specifically about how it is different in Japan, as well as how you can enjoy Christmas in Japan, and specifically in Tokyo. Well, without further ado, let's get started. So Christmas is originally a Christian holiday. In America, we often celebrate it with a nice big Christmas tree by the fireplace, exchanging gifts, and with family. But in Japan, since it's not an official holiday, it's celebrated quite differently, and we wanted to go over some of those differences. And from that, number one is KFC is the main food for Christmas. 笑ってる. She's laughing. 普通に考えたら面白くない?
まあ確かにね。
So the first time I actually heard of this was, I think it was about 5 years ago. I was searching around Facebook and then this one viral video of celebrating Christmas with chocolate covered KFC.
知らない。
知らないの？めっちゃなんかバズってた。
あ、そうなの？知らなかった。
I was just amazed by the fact that there's like chocolate covered fried chicken. And I was like, what? So yeah, I did some research about that and it started due to a marketing strategy in 1970 by the owner of the first KFC in Japan. In America, people eat turkey, but in Japan, turkey isn't really common, right? So yeah, because Japan didn't have like a Christmas tradition, the owner of KFC decided to advertise their KFC like feast meal as like a Christmas dinner. And because Japan didn't have like a specific way to celebrate, that kind of became like the normal way to celebrate. But like on a real note, KFC gets really crazy in Christmas.
確かにね。
Yeah, like people make reservations. And I tried to make a reservation 2 years ago on December 20th, but I couldn't do it.
そうなの?
Yeah, it was already sold out. And even like, not even during Christmas, around the time I tried to make the reservation, even then, it was a week before Christmas, and there was still a huge line.
そうだね。まあ東京だから余計にかもしれない。
そうだね. But yeah, that just shows how like crazy it is. How Christmas is centered around one restaurant. To me, it kind of feels like if you celebrate Obon in America with Tsukiya.
なるほどね。
面白いよね。I wonder if we will be able to get KFC this year. Number 2 is there's no Christmas trees at home.
あるはあるんだけど。
あ、そうなの? But it's not like an actual tree, right? It's like a foldable...
木じゃないね。
artificial. あ、そうだね。プラスチック。ね。I think the reason for this is because one, houses are small in Japan. So there's not enough space for a tree. And number 2 is they don't sell a lot of trees, right? Like actual trees. But to be honest, I think it's better that way. Like the artificial tree.
まあそうだね。しまっておけるから。
I remember near my college, the days after Christmas, I would just see trees like outside because they're like throwing it away. And I would see that like everywhere.
そうなんだ。
そう。Yeah, people just buy it and then... 普通っていうか街によるかな。It's not good for the environment. That was difference number 2. Number 3. In Japan, Christmas is a second Valentines Day.
なるほどね。
ね。
それが一番違うところだとうちは思ってる。日本のクリスマスと、アメリカとかそのクリスチャンの国のクリスマスと違うところは、恋人と過ごすか、家族と過ごす日か。
I see.
なんか考え方が。
バレンタインデーは？
そっか。なんか日本のバレンタインは恋人と過ごすっていうよりも好きな人に告白する日。
あ、そうなんだ。
そうだよ。
そういうことか。
そういうこと。
なるほどね。So they confess in February. They start dating in summer. And then they celebrate Christmas and winter. I see.
クリスマスは恋人と過ごすっていうか過ごさなきゃいけないから、クリスマスに向けて みんな恋人を作る。
Oh, I see, I see.
寒くなってきたらなんかそろそろクリスマスだな。クリスマスに一緒に過ごす人見つけなきゃ。
なるほどね。I think we need to get Tinder to sponsor this video. Number 4.
はい。
The reason I don't like the most. Christmas is not a day off. It's not a public holiday. Everyone still goes to work. So my first year that I worked here, my work has like an online calendar. So towards the end of the year, I was scrolling through, see what days I have off so I can plan like my trips and stuff. And then I saw that Christmas was like a Monday or a Tuesday. And it was a work day. And then every day after Christmas was a day off, but not Christmas. So that was really surprising to me. Because in America, I think you get like Christmas Eve off, Christmas after Eve off, New Year's off, and then you go back to work. This. It's not like a traditional holiday, that's why.
宗教ないから。
そうだね。確かに。
そうケーキ食べれてプレゼントもらえる日。
で恋人。
そうだね。そう完全にあれだよね。だからお店の戦略に載ってるんだろうね。クリスマスプレゼントをおもちゃ屋さんは売りたいでしょ。
確かに。
で食べ物屋さんはケーキとかさ、チキンとかクリスマスの料理を売りたいでしょ。
そうだね。
別に何もお祝いすることはないけど。
Christmas is business.
そう。いや本当に日本はそれだと思う。
確かにそうだよね。Japan is a business country.
そういうことだ。
So yeah, those were the 4 main differences that I've noticed in my 4 years in Japan.
そんな言い方することある。
Now, how to celebrate Christmas in Japan. While Christmas isn't celebrated the same way as America, there are still ways to enjoy Christmas in Japan, even without a loved one. So number 1 is to go watch some Illuminations. Illuminations as in Christmas decorations at like a public place. And it's pretty crazy, right?
すごいよね。
Yeah, they go like super full out with it.
普通に道のなんか木とかさ、お店の前デコレーションしてるところもあれば、あとは
モールとか
モールもあるし、あとイルミネーションのスポットあるよね。有名なとこ、なんかハウステンボスとか、あとドイツ村。夏はなんかプールとか行くとこ。冬はIllumination.
I see. So a lot of like summer attraction spots, they convert to like illuminations in the winter. And these are actually like pretty crazy. Like I was just like completely surprised by the scale of it. So yeah, that is one recommendation, to watch illuminations or decorations. And if we write a blog post about this, we'll link it down below. Number 2 is Christmas markets. There are a couple of Christmas markets around Tokyo. We went to one last year in Minatomirai. And it was quite fun. It was like the famous brick houses are. They had like small vendors lined up leading to like a giant Christmas tree. Good place to like take pictures, spend time with your friends or family or loved one, which is the way to do it in Japan. And eat some hot dogs, eat some hot chocolate, drink some hot chocolate, buy some souvenirs. ね、結構楽しいよね。楽しかったね。そういえば。And there are Christmas markets, not just in Tokyo, but like around Japan, I would assume. ね。Even in places like Sapporo or like Fukuoka. Number 3 is to eat strawberry shortcake.
なるほど。
So in America and a lot of other European countries, they eat fruitcakes, right? But in Japan, the Japanese sweets of Christmas is strawberry shortcake. And if you've ever had cake in Japan, oh my god, it is so good.
よかった。
めっちゃ美味しい。Cakes or breads, like people like ramen when they come here? No. You need to go to a bakery. They have like everything and it's so good. なんかいっぱい売ってるよね、strawberry shortcake ね。
そうだね。
It's literally everywhere in Japan, so I don't think anyone will have trouble finding strawberry shortcake in Christmas. Number 4, 5, 3? I forgot. But another way to celebrate Christmas in Japan is to gather with your friends and eat nabe. You probably don't want to wait in line for KFC, so why not go with a nabe?
Nabe.
So nabe, aka hot pot, is kind of like the staple winter food in Japan. It's pretty much a hot pot with lots of vegetables, some meat, soup.
魚でも
And it's like a good way to kind of gather around a nice warm kotatsu table, you know, put that hot pot in the middle, play some games, drink some orange juice. So yeah, if you want to celebrate with your Japanese friends and family, eat a hot pot, nabe. Another good way to spend your Christmas in Japan is to go snowboarding. So skiing or snowboarding is something I recommend in general if you ever come to Japan in the winter. Japan is made of 70-80% mountains, I think. There are hundreds and thousands of ski resorts in Japan.
そうなの、いっぱいあるね
I feel like it's a really good way to spend your Christmas as well. And last but not least is to do a gift exchange with your friends. This is quite common in America. Giving gifts for me feels like very like Christmas kind of thing. If you ever come to Japan in Christmas, a lot of like department stores, they sell like already made like gifts and stuff. いっぱいあるんじゃない？
そうだね。
なんかビジネスだから。
そうそうそう、ビジネスだから。
And it's actually like really good quality stuff. ね。
そうだね。
So yeah, if you ever want to show some love to your friends and family, then I recommend finding the nearest department store and buying a gift for them. Let's spread the love of Christmas. Christmas!
クリスマス
So that was it for our Japan Tips Christmas edition on the differences of Christmas between Japan and the world and how to spend Christmas in Japan. We hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to like this video, show some support, yeah. And if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. Bing. So let's all have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Shun. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
真っ赤なお花のトナカイさんはいつもみんなの笑い物暗い夜道はピカピレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレレ